With noon approaching, it was time for the start of Pro Moto number 1. Jeremiah came away with a strong 5th place start, but Joe's streak of bad luck wasn't up yet, as he wound up sitting out yet another moto.
Jeremiah, man, what happened out there? Unfortunately. Got a good start? Or?
Yeah, got a good start. Come out 5th, right there with all the leaders, and just having, trying to have a good moto, and seemed like must have been a dirt clod or something got thrown up and hit my key switch and cracked my key switch. So just the way it goes sometimes, having a little bit of bad luck right now, but hopefully we'll get through it.
You're taking it pretty well. I mean, this has got to hurt.
Yeah, it does. I want to win so bad, and it seems like it keeps knocking me down, but I got to keep my head up. Suzuki's all behind me. They know it's not nobody's fault. Just got to go on and just keep riding.
For those that might think this is a new issue, a brand new quad, they got a bunch of bugs. Is that the case?
No.
Every single time it's not Suzuki.
No, the bike's awesome. We done a lot of development testing over the winter. Overall the bike's ready to race. We're just finding out some stuff that we should have, couldn't have found out because we really didn't race the bike before we started. So that's the only thing I can see that maybe we messed up.
Yeah. Hey, tell us about your wife. Jamie was out here racing, I understand.
Yeah. My wife. We just had a baby and stuff, and a lot of people was telling her not to race this weekend, but she's been practicing for about a week and a half now and having a great time, and I don't want to take anything away from her. She loves to be able to ride, and got her out here and got her to race this weekend. And
you want her to race?
Yep. And I'm all behind it. Whatever she wants to do, I'm not pressure her not to do it or whatever, but she just loves to come out and ride. She's done it for a while now, and
that's how you met each other.
Yep, that's how we met, and that's what brought us together. So I just want to keep that in line.
So how did she do her first race back?
She ended up getting 5th overall. Okay. She done good. About where she needs to be at in the class. She's running women's A, so she done real well.
What's it like to be a father now? Can you describe it, or is it?
It's awesome. It's very awesome. Thought it would have been a whole lot different. Thought everybody's telling me a bunch of horror stories and stuff like that, but no, it's great. It's great. Never thought I'd be a dad, but I'm glad I am.
Cool.
Glad I am. Yeah.
In the second moto, Jones came away with a respectable 6th place start as he hooked up with teammate Doug Gust in a campaign to battle toward the front. The first to fall was Matt Wright, moving Gust and Jones into 4th and 5th. The next to go was number 4 Tim Farr, as Gust and Jones moved into 3rd and 4th. Up front, race leader John Atelli began to suffer with a case of arm pump, dropping him to 4th place and leaving Joe Bird up front to contend with the Suzuki freight train. Gust finally made the pass on Joe Bird, dropping him to 2nd, setting up a battle between Joe Bird and Jeremiah Jones throughout the rest of the moto. Jeremiah continued to press Joe Bird for the rest of the moto, but never managed to pass him for 2nd place. At times, Jones looked as though he had the speed to pass Joe Bird, but never managed to work his way around the number 7 machine. Maybe Bird was faster, or maybe Jeremiah was afraid to push his equipment too hard, resulting in another DNF. When the checker came out, it was Jeremiah Jones bringing home 3rd place, his best finish so far this year, and perhaps breaking the streak of bad luck that's plagued him so far this season.
Got off the line great, got a really good start. I was all the way on the far end and tried to, try just bonsai into the first turn, and actually came out good. I think come out about 5th or something, from the far outside. So that was good, and
Was that before the red flag? Let's talk
no,
about the red flag.
Okay, well.
Bad start there, I think.
Yeah, I got about 11th or 12th place starting the first time out, and then they, started, clicking off a couple of guys, and starting to get into a groove. And the next minute, red flag. A rider went down, and we had to start over. And but whenever we started over, I got a really good start. Stayed wide open all around the outside, and come out about 5th. And we started clicking riders off, and just followed Doug all the way through the pack, and caught the Honda riders right at the end. About 2 or 3.
When you're chasing Doug Gust, is You feel like, I know you're not nervous out there ever, but you feel more like at home, like it's just you and your teammate?
Yeah, Doug and myself, we've been down in Florida for the last 3 weeks training our butts off, motoing with each other and really pushing hard. I really have a good time around Doug, and he's like a big brother to me. So it's fun. But it's awesome being able to push in there. He's going to race me just as hard as I'm going to race him, and that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to get around him and trying to push him at the same time, but it's all good. I'm glad Suzuki's is getting up there. I'm glad we're starting to work some bugs out, and
So there was no problems whatsoever that motor. You just,
no,
it was working.
Yeah, it was just full blown, just race hard as you can and just have fun.
Hey, it looked like a pretty darn good battle for first through third. What was John Natale? He passed him up. Is there something wrong with him? He faded a little bit after.
Yeah, he I think he was leading at the beginning of the race that I seen, and Joe got around him, and as soon as Joe got around him, it looked like he just started falling off, and Joe did too. Joe got tired, and it seemed like before I knew it, Doug and myself caught those guys really fast, and just clicked John off in a matter of a lap, and Joe hung in there. Joe hung in there tough, and Doug got around him. I was having trouble, getting around Joe, but he was running most of my lines and taking away the lines that I could get around him.
Right. This track is pretty hard packed. Is that advantage or disadvantage to the Suzuki at all? I know it's got a little lower center of gravity.
Yeah.
Does it help you on this track at all?
I thought my bike worked good out there. I thought the bike tracked really well in the slick stuff, and had really good smooth power. It's not got that broad hit that the other bikes has had, and I think it was definitely an advantage for us.
And you guys are running. Tell us what the kind of the components. Were you running stock tires out there?
Yeah, we're running stock rear tires. Mainly this whole bike's pretty much stock. It's got a few little mods to the engine, got some A-arms on it, some shocks, but overall, we're running basically a stock bike out here and winning, and we're up front with these bikes. So it's
you won your first national championship, 2001. 2001 on a two-stroke 250R.
Yeah.
Did you ever think you'd see the day when you'd be running on a stock?
No. I never would have thought it. I never thought Suzuki would have been the first one out with one of them. I figured it'd been Honda, Yamaha come out with the bikes, but I'm glad I'm with Suzuki. I'm glad they came out with this bike, and glad just to be a part of it. It's
great. How does it compare to the old 250R? Yours was pretty tricked out. You had a Sparks 250R motor.
Yeah.
And that thing you did pretty good, both TT and motocross.
Yeah.
How is this Suzuki and the new modern day four-stroke compared to it? And especially you.
Yeah.
You were very suited to two-stroke. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah. Overall, this bike, it's got the good low profile like the two-stroke does. From the bike from last year, it's lighter. It's got a whole lot more traction, turnability, just overall chassis-wise, the whole package. It's pretty similar to the two-stroke, and that's what I like about it. It's got really good smooth power. A controllable bike, and it's just really fast and dependable.
So what's in the future here? You got a week to go to make it. Are you going to go home with the family? What's kind of curious?
Pretty much plans are just probably hang out here tonight and probably head on up to Macon tomorrow and try to get a moto or something in up at Donnie's. Maybe Monday and Tuesday, and just get ready for the national.
Do you think your shot at the national championship is over now because of the bad luck?
Yeah, pretty much like the first race for me. It's first of the we got 11 more races to go. Anything can happen. Still got a long way to go. I don't ever want to count myself out, and just really right now I'm just trying to fight myself back up into the points, and just to see where I can finish out through the season.
Well, Jeremiah, it's cool to see that you're enjoying life like you are and doing what your passion is, and now that you've got a family and a newborn and your wife gets to race still, I'm thrilled to be sitting here talking to you about it, and we wish you the best in the future, and we'll look for you to put this thing on the front. I think you're going to win a couple of these still. It's just a little slow going into the series. So thanks for doing this with us.
You're welcome.